This is the case of the State of Ohio versus Gerald Finley. Can you hear me okay, Mr. Finley?
Yes.
Case number 25 CR 43025. Present before the court is Mr. Finley, right? You're Mr. Finley, right?
Yes.
Represented by Mr. Wendell. We have Mr. View and Ms. Trainer from the prosecutor's office, Officer Henry from probation. We are here today for a pretrial. Understanding Mr. Finley is going to enter a plea of guilty to one count of murder with the firearm specification, and that we're going to go forward with sentence today. Is that right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. I also understand that there is a stipulation as part of the plea that Mr. Finley has been informed that he has the right to have a hearing on the issue of the notice of requirement to enroll as a violent offender, but he is going to waive that, agree that he's the principal offender, and that applies to him. Is that right?
That is also correct.
All right. Mr. Finley, how old are you?
I think 78.
How far did you go in school?
I had 2 years of junior college.
Are you able to read and write English?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No.
Are you taking any medications?
Yes.
What medications are you taking?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, let me ask it this way, Mr. Finley. Are you taking anything that would interfere with your ability to understand what we're doing here today?
I don't think so.
Are you a United States citizen?
Yes.
We've had some discussions about your case. If you enter a plea of guilty to this charge, the notion is to go forward with sentencing today, that you would be sentenced to a period of incarceration of 15 years to life, plus 3 years for the specification. So it would essentially be an 18 to life sentence. Other than that, has anybody made any threats, promises, or representations to get you to plead guilty to this charge against your will?
No.
I have a document here entitled Change of Plea and Entry, and it looks like on the second page is a signature above the line defendant. Is that your signature? Tell you what, Ms. Brooke, why don't you go show that to him?
What is it?
This is the plea form that we reviewed together, and he's asking if that is your signature.
Yes.
Did you review the document with Mr. Wendell before you signed it?
I did, didn't I?
That was yesterday.
I'm having a real hard time with my memory.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, yes.
All right, you and Mr. Wendell reviewed this form together.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the representation that you have received from your lawyer in this case?
Yes.
You're going to enter a plea of guilty to one count of murder. This is an unclassified felony. It's punishable by up to 15 years to life. You're also going to plead guilty to a firearm specification. That is a 3-year firearm specification, which will be served consecutively to the 15 years. We also have the issue of your duty to register and the to enroll as a violent offender. There's a complicated statutory procedure for that, but the simple part is you have the right to file a motion to contest that, but as part of this plea agreement, you're not going to contest that. You do acknowledge that you're the principal offender and that you're going to register as a violent offender in the event that you ever get out of prison. Do you understand that part of it?
Yes.
All right. Before we go any further, I want to make sure that you understand your rights. You're presumed to be innocent in this case. That means that you can't be sentenced or punished until you either plead guilty or the state of Ohio proves that you're guilty. If they can, they have to do that unanimously to a jury or to a judge beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial. You would have the right to confront all the witnesses against you at the trial. You can compel witnesses to testify on your own behalf, and you have the right to remain silent. If you enter a plea of guilty to this charge and the specification, you're going to waive all of those rights, you're going to admit that you did it, and we're going to get on to the matter of the sentence. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
We also had what we called a motion to suppress in this case. I issued a decision indicating that some of the statements would be admissible against you that you made, and some of them would not be admissible. You also have the right to appeal that finding, but if you enter a plea of guilty to this charge, you are agreeing that you are not going to contest the rulings that I had on your confession. Do you understand that as well?
Yes.
All right. Mr. View, Ms. Trainer, what are the facts?
Your Honor, if the case were to proceed to trial...
Mr. View, I apologize for interrupting. We've had the opportunity to confer with the victim in the case?
Yes, Your Honor.
The victim representative?
Ms. Kennard's been in contact with the victim's representative, notified her of our intent to proceed with a plea today, what the plea was, and the outcome that we expect.
Okay, go ahead with the facts. I'm sorry for the interruption.
Your Honor, if the case proceed to trial, the state would produce evidence beyond a reasonable doubt that on September the 7th of 2025 in Deerfield Township, Warren County, state of Ohio, that the defendant did purposefully cause the death of Amelia Vinegar, and that the defendant had on his person and used a firearm in order to facilitate the offense.
Anything on those facts, Mr. Wyndham?
No, sir, thank you.
Mr. Finley, did you hear the facts that Mr. View just read into the record?
Yes,
Do you admit that those facts are true?
yes,
Do you understand the rights that you're giving up by entering a plea of guilty?
yes,
Is this what you want to do, Mr. Finley?
yes,
What's your plea?
guilty.
Based upon the plea of guilty, I'm going to find you guilty. I think that you have made a knowing, voluntary, and intelligent choice here today, only after you had been fully advised of your constitutional rights, which you waived and rejected here in open court. It's my understanding that the victim is amenable to going forward with sentence today, and that is the preference of all the parties, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is correct.
Any reason not to go forward with sentence today?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. View, Ms. Traynor, on behalf of the state,
We would ask that the court enter a sentence of 15 years to life as to the murder count 2, and with an additional consecutive term of 3 years, mandatory as to the specification to count 2. Additionally, the defendant be found to be the principal offender and be ordered to report according to the violent offender database. I know under the statute, in terms of questions of fines and costs, certainly we would stipulate that he is indigent and would be unable to do that. We have no objection to the court waiving those costs and fines.
Ms. Wendell?
Your Honor, thank you. Certainly, the sentence is by statute. We appreciate the state's stipulation relative to indigency. This is what Mr. Finley would like to do, and that's why he's tendered this guilty plea and accepts his responsibility in the matter. Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Finley, what do you want to tell me, if anything?
Nothing, no.
All right, the court is going to impose a sentence of 15 years to life. I am also going to impose an additional 3 years on the gun specification. This will be served consecutively to the 15 to life term. This is an indefinite sentence, but the 18 years that is on the front end of this is all mandatory time. I do find that you're indigent for the purposes of fines and costs. There will be no financial sanction. I also find that you are to register in the violent offender database. That means that you are the principal offender and that you meet the statutory requirements in that regard. Is there anything else we need to do or anything that I forgot?
Your Honor, only I sent the draft sentencing entry, and I neglected to put it's 3 years under the imposition of the sentence where it says as to the specification to count 2. I left the 3 out there, so if the court wants to just...
I can just fix it right here. I have it on my screen.
Other than that,
It just says a year mandatory. You want that to be a 3-year mandatory prison term to be served consecutively, right?
Correct.
All right.
And I'm assuming the sentencing entry dismisses the balance of the counts of the indictment.
Yes, it's actually the plea entry that dismisses counts 1, 3, 4, 5, and the specifications to those counts.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Mr. Finley, you do have the right to appeal this to the 12th District Court of Appeals in Middletown. If you don't have the funds to hire a lawyer, to obtain a transcript, or to pay the costs, they will all be provided to you without charge. Good luck to you, Mr. Finley.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
A 77-year-old Loveland man is behind bars accused of shooting his female friend and then dropping her off at a local firehouse where she was pronounced dead.
Mike Schell is live at the Warren County Jail with the latest on the investigation.
Yeah, Tricia, 77-year-old Gerald Finley is facing 1 count of murder and 1 count of felonious assault in connection with the death of his live-in partner. That's according to the Warren County coroner. The shooting happened around 3:15 Sunday afternoon, and 5 hours later, Finley was arrested and locked up here at the Warren County Jail. 77-year-old Gerald Finley appeared before the judge by video conference, and before the arraignment began, the attorney representing him wanted to make sure Finley understood how serious the allegations were.
You are facing 15 years to life on the murder charge, so I just wanted to make you aware of that.
Oh, yeah.
Finley told the judge that he was not employed and was retired and requested that the court appoint an attorney for him. Finley says he lives off his pension from the U.S. Army.
This is not a random victim. This is a victim he knew. They were actually driving in a vehicle together when this murder occurred.
According to the city's attorney, Gerald Finley and his live-in partner would travel around the United States together, but it is unclear if they were involved romantically. Court documents show they lived together at the Steeplechase Apartments in Loveland. After allegedly shooting the woman, Finley drove to Deerfield Township's Fire Station 57.
Silver minivan pulled into the back lot with a shooting victim in the front passenger seat.
Drove to a local fire department, and then the fire department tried to render aid, but it was unfortunately no aid could be rendered.
The city prosecutor said Finley admitted to shooting the woman.
His statement was that he had basically committed this murder due to her having health issues and being in pain.
But the judge said shooting someone and then trying to get them help doesn't sound logical.
I mean, if it was a mercy killing, it doesn't make sense to then go and try and get aid for that person.
The prosecutor asked for a high bond, but Finley's attorney asked the court for some leniency.
He hasn't had any criminal history since the 1970s. He did serve in the military. He was cooperative and compliant with the police officers.
Bond was set at $200,000 cash for Gerald Finley. He is scheduled to appear back in court next Tuesday. The victim's name has not been released. The Warren County Sheriff's Office is still trying to notify her next of kin. Live in